Testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Happy Thanksgiving, at least for those of you in the United States. And if you're outside of the US, I want to wish you a day of Thanksgiving and gratitude as well. Every day is a perfect day to practice gratitude and Thanksgiving and to focus on manifesting what it is that you want in your life, whether you have it now and want to keep it, or whether it's something that you're looking to create. So, my wish for you is a day filled with joy, gratitude, and abundance wherever you are, whatever the circumstances are. If the pilot's home, if the pilot's not home, if you have family drama, if you wish that you were alone, whatever it is, we all have a choice each day in how we respond to life. So, I'm going to also quickly share an exercise with you to do to create more of what you want and move out of a feeling of lack. And I'm sharing this today because sometimes the holidays can incorporate a lot of different emotions. Certainly, there's those joyful, anticipation filled emotions for past events or what we're anticipating, etc. But there can also be anxiety wrapped up in holidays with not sure you can pull it all together. Who's coming? Will people get along? Past family drama, all of that. So I want to do this exercise because I believe that it's a perfect exercise to do, especially as the Thanksgiving day closes, so that you can reflect on where you've been, where you are currently, and where you want to go. Because it's truly my thought and belief that you can predict where you're going by the words that you say to yourself silently or out loud, the thoughts that you think. So pay attention to how you speak. The words that you share are what direct your brain on what to think, what to focus on, and what to manifest in your life. So, if you want to bring into being in your life more of what you truly want, we're going to go through an exercise to help accelerate that process. So, first, I want you to do a little inventory and think about what is it that you're telling your brain about today? Whether you're listening to this first thing in the morning and it's Thanksgiving Day, whether you're listening to it as you quickly, go back to change because you've been busy slaving over the stove, or whether it's the close of the day and you're just reflecting back, or maybe it's well into the future. What are you telling your brain about today, about the holiday season, and where you are in life? What are you telling your brain about what all of it means, whether somebody didn't show up that day or whether drama was created or whatever it is? What are you telling yourself about what any of that means? And then think about those thoughts and ask yourself, are these thoughts in alignment with what I truly want to be experiencing in my life? Because we're going to use today to start directing your destiny. Do you dream? I mean, really dream. I don't mean necessarily dreaming while you're in the sleep state. I mean, do you daydream? Do you think about what it is that you really want in your life? Do you get that thought in your mind? Do you visualize it? Do you get into that feeling space of having all of it? Do you dream from a place of abundance? That's a really important question because very often we can fall into dreaming from a place of lack. We focus more on what we don't already have and what's missing instead of focusing on the abundance that we already have and the abundance of what we'll experience when that thing that we're manifesting comes to us. Remember, it's never a person or money or any of that that we are looking to manifest. It's ultimately the feeling that we get from that. So keep that in mind. And often people stop dreaming because they're afraid of facing what they don't already have. They don't want to feel that scarcity. They don't want to feel that lack. So starting today, this Thanksgiving, or whenever you're listening to this, I want to take you through a little exercise to move you into abundance. Are you ready? What I want you to do and what I encourage you to do is to make a list of 25 things that you really want in your life. 25 things that you really want in your life. I want you to get bold, get brave, and think big about what it is that you want. And write down that list of those 25 big things. Now, I'm going to encourage you to stop listening for 5 minutes and truly take the time to make that list of 25 wants. Okay, how did you do? Did you pause and you've restarted, or are you going to keep going? If you just kept going, and I get it, I do that sometimes too when I'm driving or walking out in the desert or whatever, and I can't actually stop. I want you to take the time later to actually do this. All right. Now, what I want you to do is take a look at that list and evaluate it. And I want you to ask yourself, how many things that you wrote down on that list are things that you already have, that you already possess in your life? Maybe you have a great marriage or a great relationship. You have great kids. You have a house that you love. How many things on that list of 25 wants are things that you already have? And hey, you know what? Chances are none of those 25 things are a list of what you already have. I get it. The first time I was given this exercise, I was only thinking of from a place of lack and scarcity of what I still wanted to have more of. What? It's crazy. No, it's really not. Why don't we take the time to also include those things that we already have that we still want in our life? Why are we so conditioned to make a list of everything that we don't already have that we're looking to create more of? Here's the thing. Abundance starts with a feeling around what it is that we already have. That's why it's so great to start manifesting from a place of gratitude and appreciation for what you already have. So if you've already made that list of 25, that's okay. You can still want those. But I want you to add to that list those things that are already abundant in your life. In fact, you know what I'm going to recommend? I'm going to recommend you make an entirely new list of 25 things that you already have that you want to keep in your life. And then you can look at those two different lists. Never let go of any of the 25 that you already have that you do want, but you can begin to combine those lists and make half of the list those things that you are seeking to manifest in your life. Great health, a great marriage, your children, family and friends, a roof over your head, exotic travel, all your basic and other needs being met. Joy, happiness, abundance. Often we already have those things. Sometimes there's a little bit of lack around those. Maybe the relationship isn't exactly perfect, but think about those things that you're grateful for now in that relationship. I want you to just try this and see how it might shift you to a place of abundance, a feeling of abundance. Things really shift when you begin to come from that place of what you already have, what you're already grateful for, what you've already created and manifest into your life, that feeling of abundance to begin with, not that place of lack. We slip into lack very easily, don't we? We can look in the mirror and go into lack with, that extra 5 pounds on our hips or whatever it is, that extra wrinkle that, your third child created on your face. We can slip into that lack even so slightly when we're only focused on what we want that we don't have in our life. But it's a true energy shift when you can fully focus on what you already have that you love and that you want to keep fully in your life. This allows you to easily start dreaming again. And oh my gosh, our dreams are so powerful. When you dream, your brain shifts to seeing that you can get and have what you want because you already do have many of those things. And how powerful is that? Personally, I want a life that's continually full of freedom, fun, and fabulousness. What do you want? And what do you have written down on that list? Yes, written down because there is power in the written aspect of those words. It becomes more real and a path will truly open up on how to get there. From that list, you can pick a goal. Pick a goal from your list of 25. Make it very specific. Pick two goals. Pick one goal of keeping one thing that's on there that matters tremendously to you that you want to keep. And then pick another goal of that important thing that you want to bring into your life. Visualize having that goal, even if it's one you already have. Like I say, get into that good feeling place of having it. And maybe you already do have it. Imagine waking up to the life you want to live. Imagine waking up to the life you want to live even if there are things that you would change about it. Take 5 minutes, close your eyes, breathe in deep and release. Breathe in deep again and release, and let a calm feeling settle over you. Open your eyes and look around your environment. What do you see? Instead of labeling anything, just look around as if you're seeing it for the very first time. See it as a miracle, whatever it is that's appearing before you, just like a newborn baby would see it. And then see it as you want it to be. Breathe life into manifesting what you currently see into a greater experience of what it is that you see and what it is that you want. And then, if you journal or you have a notebook or just a piece of paper, write a paragraph down about what you see, how you experience it, and then reflect on that. Silently offer a prayer of gratitude to that. I would say consider starting a 25 wants gratitude and joy jar or box. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just get a simple canning type jar or any jar with a lid or a fancy box or anything. It doesn't even have to be fancy. Just something that you know and will remind you of what it is that is contained inside that jar or box. I've used pretty gift boxes in the past for this. Each day, what I want you to do is write out something that you're grateful for that day that you want to have in your life. And it could be that you already have it or you're expecting it to come about. And then begin to drop those each day into the jar. And at the end of 25 days, then I want you to start over and begin to draw from that jar each morning. Reach in, swirl your hand around in there, and just draw out one piece of paper from the jar. Read it, reflect on it, visualize it, feel it, expect it, smile into it, if that makes sense. Close your eyes, visualize having it, and smile into that feeling and feel that gratitude about it. Experience it in your mind. Experience it in every one of your senses that you possibly can while you're sitting there with your eyes closed. Now, you can continue to add to that jar. Do this daily for a few months and watch your life truly begin to shift. So, here on this Thanksgiving Day, I wish you an abundant, gratitude filled Thanksgiving Day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And then check out my other holiday episodes as we move into this busy season. But don't forget to start each day writing out a gratitude and a want for your jar, and then later drawing out and expressing gratitude for what you have, what you're anticipating having, and all of the goodness that comes with that. I'm Jackie Ulmer, a pilot wife for 36 years, wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving.